It's 2025 and America is not doing so hot. And I thought, what better way to show how bad America is doing than Amtrak and buying a USA Rail Pass for $300 on sale and going all around the country and just kind of seeing the state of things. Oh, Amtrak. It's a little bit better than a Greyhound bus, but rough in oh so many ways. We had so many different things go wrong on this trip, and it was pretty rough. The food was terrible, so we opted to pack all of our own food, and we are very happy with that decision. I would describe Amtrak food as sort of prison-like, but a step up, like just above terrible. So you get on the train, and half of the trains Amtrak has are okay. There are 2 levels, they have observation cars, and then the other half do not. And you are stuck in your coach seat the whole time, and with all the people talking on their speakerphone like that woman just was, people coughing and spreading diseases everywhere, and people just were so loud. They were so loud and obnoxious and inconsiderate. I remember going to Japan and how nice and considerate people were and silent on the train. America is basically like the opposite of that. People just do not care. Leaving pee and poo all over the bathrooms. They were terrible. It was one of the worst, most disgusting travel experiences I've ever had. And at one point, I soaked up someone's poo that was on a seat I was trying to sleep on with my pillow. It was not sanitary at all. And I talked to Amtrak about it. They didn't care. Didn't want to do anything. All of our trains, they ended up being collectively 11 hours late over the course of our rail pass. It's 30 days. You get 10 trains within 30 days. And so they sent us a few vouchers to make up for it. We had a good time, for the most part, playing cards with each other, hanging out with each other, but the vibes were low. The vibes were pretty low.
On the train, but we were like, where are we gonna sit? And there's a woman talking on her speakerphone, and there was another crazy lady, and there was this drunk guy, and he's over there, and now he's passed out. And I was like, where are we gonna sit? There's nowhere to go. The whole train is full. The whole train's full of crazy people. It's unavoidable. It's the dregs of society. It's rough, and we're one of the. We're the dregs. We're the dregs of society. America's in ruins. Rome must fall.
This is what we ended up doing for sleeping arrangements. We just ended up camping out on the train, and it was pretty rough. A sleeper car would have been like $500 a night. So we were like, no, not in this economy. And that's the thing. America is struggling. We can't afford to travel by sleeper car on trains. America is a dumpster fire right now. It's a big, bad situation where nobody can even barely afford to travel. If these train tickets weren't so cheap, then we couldn't make it work.
It's past midnight, and I can't sleep. I went over to the other seat, and I put my pillow down, and now it smells like poop. It smells like poop. My freaking pillow now smells like poop. This other guy poops on the seat, and I put my pillow down and wiped it up. That's how ratchet Amtrak is. I have nothing but complaints.
Okay, that was pretty rough. It was a lady and her kid, and they had decided that it was movie time, and they had movie time, loud movie time, right by our heads. And so I had to put in my earphones with some loud meditation music to drown them out. But then Gabby had some stuff happen too.
I didn't have stuff that didn't happen to both of us, and you just didn't hear it.
What'd you complain about just now?
We were sleeping right next to the heaters.
Oh yeah.
I got roasted.
Yeah, there's these little heaters right here. But
This seat moves, and every time somebody would touch it when they were passing by, I'd get stabbed in the back. And then lots of loud conversations.
yeah, it was a loud conversation.
Better than over there, though. So.
America, land that I love, capital of all people trying to live out their dreams. The dream is dead. The dream is long dead. We can't afford to go skiing anymore. So we just ride by on a train and try to dampen our brain. Oh my gosh, it was wild. Yeah, America, what a dumpster fire. It's pretty, but don't let it deceive you. All that snow, engineered, fake. We're in a climate crisis, and America is trying to subvert our attention away from it and sensationalize winter weather that does happen. But haven't you noticed? There's no snow this winter. It's not normal. Things are going off the rails with the temperature, okay? And it probably won't be too long before all the trains are going off the rails too. Just look at this station, how bad it is. It's so ugly. Look at the pee dripping down on the wall and the poo all over the ground. And it's getting in everybody's roller suitcases and rolling onto the train. And you just get a random whiff of fart or poop smells all the time. Even though it's beautiful, it smells like poop. And that's, a good barometer, for America right now. It's beautiful. It has potential, but we are drowning in our own crap. And California was the worst of it. Oh my gosh. Just wait till you see, how bad it got. There were suicide prevention signs everywhere. There was trash everywhere. It was rough. It was rough. And we had much longer to go. This whole trip, we did New Mexico to Chicago, Chicago to New York, New York to North Carolina, North Carolina, Washington, D.C., Washington, D.C. to Chicago, Chicago to San Francisco, San Francisco to Los Angeles, Los Angeles to New Mexico. And it was all rough. That was way too much time to spend on a train. It was torture. We tortured ourselves. And yes, it was only $300 to do all that, but it frequently was late, and America just doesn't have its crap together. If you go to Europe, you'll understand how bad American rail. Look how slow this train is. They're so slow. It was so bad. Just BAD. Is that car from the 70s? It was rough. And it didn't feel like there's anything to do about it. America is a dumpster fire, and it's just gonna go down. And I hope, some of you guys get band together, see this video, see just how ratchet our country is, and because this is the real America. The homeless people out in the middle of the street, the rails which barely are functioning, and people who are just struggling to make ends meet. And everybody is just trying to do the best they can in this crappy shit sandwich of a situation. But I have to say it, it's true. America is a dumpster fire.